Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Teresa and I'm really glad you guys decided to join me today. Today I'm going to be sharing with you two DIYs. One is a Dollar Tree Easter DIY and the second is a spring/Easter DIY. But before we get started, I just wanted to say again, if you are new, welcome. My name is Teresa and I'm really glad you decided to join me. Make sure you hit that red subscribe that's down below and don't forget to hit the little bell. That will send you a notification every time I upload a new video. And if you know any friends or family who would like this video or any of my videos, make sure you share it with them because I'd love to have them as part of the family. So if you want to see what I do with these items, stick around and we'll get started. Okay, so before we get started, I am going to give you a list of the supplies needed for the first project. And then I will also leave a list of supplies down below in the description box for each one of the projects. So the first thing that you're going to need is one of the little do-it-yourself ceramic bunny paint sets. And we're only going to be using the bunny out of that. Then you're also going to need one of the packs of eggs. You're also going to need one of these 3.5-inch vases, or fish bowls is what I call them. You can find them down the vase aisle. Then you will need one of the packs of Terra Cotta pots, and this is the 2-pack, but we're just going to use one. You're also going to need either this green Excelsior. However, if you can't find that, you can also use moss or reindeer moss, whichever you can find. Then you're going to need one of these little jars, but we're only going to use the lid from that jar. Now, if you can't find that jar, and if you're like me, you save all of your glass jars and lids that you have and you can use one of these lids, like the salsa jar lids, as well as a little wooden dowel or wooden knob. I got that pack of wooden knobs at Walmart, and I believe there were 4 or 6 in the pack. So that is an option as well. Then you're going to use paint of your choice. I'm going to be using Waverly chalk paint in the color of lavender. Then you will also need a paintbrush, as well as some scissors to cut the strings off of the little eggs. And then you're going to need some type of glue, and I'm going to be using a combination of E6000 as well as my hot glue and hot glue gun. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and get started painting our pot and the lid, and I just wanted to make sure that the pot I had looked the best. And I did do 2 coats of the paint on both the Terra Cotta pot and the lid. Now that our terracotta pot is dried, I'm going to attach the glass vase with some E6000 for a permanent hold, and then some hot glue for an immediate hold. And I just center the vase right on top of the terracotta pot. And then I'm just going to take my Excelsior and make a little nest for my bunny. And you'll see here I used way too much to start with, so I took quite a bit out. And then I just arranged it to how I liked it. And then I'm going to take my little ceramic bunny and remove that string, and it does have a staple and I couldn't quite grasp it with my fingers, so I ended up using my scissors and I just kind of rocked it back and forth, and as you'll see here it did chip a little bit. You can't see it unless you're right on top of it. And then I just position my bunny in there, and then I'm going to take 3 eggs and remove the strings on those. And you really don't need to cut these, they literally just pull right out. You'll see here in the next 2. But again, I just arranged the eggs around the bunny how I thought they looked best. Now, if you wanted to take some jute or Easter ribbon and wrap it around where the 2 bottoms of the terracotta pot and the vase meet, you could do that, but I don't really think it's necessary. I just love the way this turned out, and I will have pictures at the end for you to see. I hope you love this as much as I do. Okay, so for project number 2, I will leave a list of supplies down below in the description box for you as well. You're going to need 4 of these mason jars. I have the ball mason jars that I had in my stash, but Dollar Tree does carry the plain mason jars, or if you don't want to purchase any, if you have some jars around the house, like me, I save all of my glass jars, you can use those as well. Then you're also going to need some paint of your choice. I am going to be using my Waverly chalk paint in the colors of lavender, this ocean or crystal blue, I believe, celery green, and then the pink is called ballet slipper. You're also going to need some paintbrushes, as well as some jute twine, and I get mine from Walmart, but the Dollar Tree does carry it, so you can get it there. Then you're also going to need either a sanding block or sandpaper to distress these. And then I decided to use some of the Dollar Tree's lace ribbon. And then you're also going to need your hot glue gun, and a pair of scissors. So let's get started. So what we're going to do is just start painting our jars, and I did 2 coats of paint on each jar. If you don't want that full of a coverage, you can always do just 1 coat, but I went ahead and did 2. So I'm going to put my 2 coats of paint on, let these dry, and then I will come back and show you what the next step is. Okay, so now that our jars are all painted and dry, the next step is going to be to take our sanding block or sandpaper and start distressing. And basically the main areas that I'm going to sand are going to be any of the words or letters or raised markings on the jars, as well as just some additional spots on the jars that would have regular wear and tear. And then once I get it sanded, I'm just going to wipe it down with a damp paper towel. And then I'm going to go ahead and adhere my twine on with some hot glue. And I'm just going to show you on this jar. The rest of the jars I will do off camera. So I'll see you at the next. And once I get it all finished up, I'm just going to glue the final piece in place, and then I'm going to attach my lace bow. And I just tied my bow just like you would with one of your shoelaces. It was that easy. And that's it, guys, for project number 2. And I just love the way these turned out. So that is it for my 2 Dollar Tree Spring and Easter DIYs. I hope you guys really enjoyed them. If you did, please give me a great big thumbs up. And again, if you are new to my channel, make sure you hit that red subscribe that's down below. And don't forget to hit that little bell that will send you a notification every time I upload a new video. And as always, guys, from me to you, great big hugs. And please leave your comments, questions, or suggestions down below in the comments section, because I love to hear from each and every one of you. So I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.